Hey Pandalings, this is the Black Belt Panda, and I just wanted to give you a quick update on the progress of my Mists of Pandaria contest entry. Now, I looked at a bunch of your comments to the video, suggestions, features, and I decided it would be best to destroy everything I built and start from scratch, following along with some of your suggestions that I really liked. And so far, this is what I've got. Now, someone suggested that several people suggested that I build an entire body for the dragon. This dragon is based off of a very popular 3D model that I found on Google Images, and I basically just went through a bunch of the images and did my best to recreate it. It's still not done. I've got to add some more of the gold features, the gold highlights to the dragon around the rest of the legs, but I did get the back leg done. I went with emerald blocks to make it look more like scales, as well as make the dragon look more like it was made of jade. I colored the tongue, as some of you had suggested, and I also replaced the eyes with lava. Now, the most common request was redstone lamps. However, I thought this lava would look best. And it's actually 3D. You can see it from the side, even from the back a little bit, because the lava pours out. I think it just came out nice. And then several people also suggested that he be shooting flames of some sort, so this is what I came up with to make it look like he was shooting fire. This was very time consuming. It's basically just netherrack in the shape of a fireball with one level of space, one block space in between each level rather, so that I could set all of them on fire. And the netherrack is randomly placed, so from several angles you can see a burning fireball. And if we come over here, I've begun working on some buildings. This building is just a Chinese themed design that I came up with. It's still a work in progress. There's nothing currently inside the building. And this building over here is actually inspired by one of the screenshots, or rather probably artwork of Mists of Pandaria. I saw this building in the background and decided to try to recreate it. And this is the closest thing I could come to in Minecraft, due to obvious restrictions with the size of blocks. But I think it's a pretty good recreation of the building. Again, there's nothing inside the building at the moment. It's still quite a work in progress. The dragon alone took me a very, very long time, and I just worked on these buildings when I got bored of working on the dragon. And this is just a small, what's supposed to look like a rice field. It's actually wheat. But I went with the sort of tiered design that rice fields have, just to give it that oriental look. And I came up with a way to make a cherry tree using pink wool, and I'll probably try to make a bunch more of these. It's a little tricky and a little time consuming, but I like how it came out. And of course, a bridge over the water, which I think at least one person suggested doing. So this is the bridge design. I actually had to go into paint and draw out the bridge to get the right curve that I wanted, and then I built it out of slab so it wasn't too high up, and I think it came out very nice. The dragon is no longer hollow, it's actually solid. I made it solid, one, because it's easier to build solid, so I don't have to constantly place and break blocks to get hollow areas in the dragon, but also because if I decide to add any redstone based features, it's just easier for me to work with if I can break out the size that I need rather than try to build platforms inside of a hollow dragon. But that's basically all I've got for now. I redid the whole landscape, in case you can't tell. I did use MC Edit for the landscape, mostly because it would just be insanely difficult. The dragon alone was insanely difficult, and I really didn't want to have to put a ton of time into just doing the landscape. So just let me know what you think. If you've got any more suggestions, please leave them in the comments. So far your suggestions have been extremely helpful. I am going to try to make it look more like the Mists of Pandaria if possible. it's pretty tricky. I might redo the landscape again using MC Edit just to make the landscape look like Mists of Pandaria, and try to add some of the places that are inside the game, such as maybe the Wandering Isle, like the training grounds in the Wandering Isle. Just a thought. Again, if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below, and if you like the video, please click like, subscribe. I'll post more updates as I make them. I've got quite a bit of stuff I'm working on, so you can look forward to it. Thank you for watching. This is the Black Belt Panda, and I will see you in the next video.